Hello everyone, this is Riddle, back with another video, and as you can probably tell, I got into the Mists of Pandaria World of Warcraft beta. And I didn't, buy my way into it like those guys dishing out for the whole Diablo deal. No, I got this one by chance. Pure luck, folks. I saw a contest on MMO Champion, and I applied to it, and sure enough, I was one of the randoms that got picked. So, lucky for me, because now I get to bring you guys the Pandaren starting zone. That's right, I am going to make a Pandaren. Well, I made a Pandaren, and I've got a few of my other characters on the side there. But I'm going to take you through levels 1 through 12, the Wandering Isles, and I decided I'd start on this screen and I'd show you the customization of the classes. So let's create a new character. Alright, now as you can see, they've really changed this up. I mean, to your right you got all the classes, to the left you got now the gender choices on top, with two flags going down. The blue is obviously the Alliance and the red is obviously Horde, and in the middle at the very bottom there is the Panda with kind of a white flag that's kind of red on one side and blue on the other. You got more info which will give you the what they're good at, what the class is good at, what the race is good at. Let's see. I don't know if I like the female pandas. They kind of remind me of dwarves. Or dwarf women. I don't know. Look at the two. Do you see a familiarity? I kind of do. But I might just be crazy. I might be. Anyway, I'm going to go with a male panda because, I don't know, I think they look awesome. Nothing says hardened monk like big belly. Much like Santa Claus. Alright, so I'm going to do a monk. So monk has been picked, and obviously, as it says on the side, they can tank, they can heal, they can DPS, just like a druid or paladin. They're using leather armor. They're the master of martial arts. They move quickly around the battlefield and avoid damage. And they channel chi energy and keep light and dark forces in harmony. And there's this thing here if you'd like to pause and read it. Alright. Now, obviously, the Pandaren race, they can be Horde or Alliance. They can apparently put enemies to sleep with just their hands. They have an Horatio that makes their rested XP last longer, which is amazing. Then you got the increased benefits from food, which is also amazing. Increased cooking skill can help you out, I guess, if you want that food buff. But my personal favorite is the last one, Bouncy. They take less fall damage. In fact, they take half. And I might do a video of this later just proving it, but as in the beta right now, if a panda falls from whatever height, as long as they're above half of their health, they survive. Because as the system works right now, you can only take 100% of your health. And they automatically get 50 taken off. So as long as you're above half, you will never die no matter how far you fall. Which is kind of awesome. Alright, so let's start this, shall we? Customize. Don't mind that. It's the beta. Things like that happen. So let's... Black fur, gray fur, brown fur, even grayer fur. Hold on, what's the... Okay, so what's the difference between that and... Oh, maybe a little blacker? Kind of like that, so let's go with that. Also, the if you haven't already noticed, this is completely changed. I mean, you got previews on the right and a kind of a list of things to go from on the left. And if I've been reading MMO Champion well enough, which I probably have, I know the female Pandarans are finished, and I'm about 97% sure that the male Pandaren customization is also finished. So this might be the final product. Don't take my word for it, because I've been wrong so many times in my life, more than I'd like to admit. But as of right now, I think this is it. Gotta love that music in the background. It's just, I like it. Alright, so let's go over face. Let's start at the top. What do we have for faces? Scruffy. A little less scruffy. Ooh. I don't even... Is that kind of like old panda? I don't know. Scarred panda. Panda with more black fur. Ooh. Wow, that... Panda with illness? Green-eyed panda. Kind of looks like he's got a scar on the nose or something. Scarred on the mouth. Black on either eye. I know exactly what I want to go for. Me, myself, I've been partial to that one. I kind of like anything with red eyes. Alright, so let's move on to hairstyle. Now keep in mind, I guess they're monks, or the whole society revolves around this kind of culture, so I've never really seen a monk with a full, luscious head of hair. So I guess that's what they also went off of here, because they don't have much in the way of hair. I mean, you've got a monk hawk, panda hawk. They can be... I wouldn't call it bald because they have fur, so... flat hair, maybe? They got the little ponytail thing. Tied up. Little braid. Messy tied up hair. The bundled messed up hair. I think this one's my favorite overall. I don't know, kind of like, have you ever seen Avatar? That's how Zuko had his hair. Or at least when he became Fire Lord. Kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of what I've looked at. This is, I don't know, flat head. Yeah, let's stick with the Zuko hair. Alright, what should we do for facial hair? Let's see what they got. So they got nothing. Then they got thingy. I don't even know what long down thing is. Full on beard with like, I don't even know what that's called. It's like they tried to grow one of those evil mustaches, but it failed and just drooped all the way down. Let's see. Big sideburns. That actually kind of scares me. Kind of social. Put a hat on a pipe in him. I'd call that Sherlock Panda. Yeah, no, I'm not funny. I cracked myself up even though I cracked no one else up. Kinda. Whoa. I don't even know what to go for there. Let's go with this one. Why not? And what should we call this? Ooh, I got it. Keg tank. Because they got the big belly like a keg. Yeah. That's how it's done. Let's enter this world and get it done. Hoorah!